Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. What's going on, guys? Now, where's my brethren in Yorkshire, England? And speaking of Yorkshire, England, shout out to Leeds United Football Club. Hopefully they get back to the Premier League next season. But speaking of Leeds United, and speaking of Yorkshire, England, women's boxing-wise, Nicola Adams should be having her fight against Maryan Salazar, and that'll be scheduled for May 13th, and I'm excited for that. Maybe not after the fight. I'm excited to see Nicola Adams fight. I'll probably check that out. But as far as the reason I'm making a video on this in the first place is because Nicola Adams, she's an Olympic champion. It's definitely one of the more notable names in women's boxing, and I'm actually gonna have another video on women's boxing coming out soon, where I kind of talk about what it takes to be a star women's boxing and who I think could be a star women's boxing. So stay tuned for that. But Nicola Adams, she's been a very, very vocal early on in her career about women and women's boxers fighting 3-minute rounds. Because as we know, if you do watch these women's fights, the rounds are 2 minutes, and that's a massive difference. It's a massive difference, and she's been very vocal about this. And by the grace of God, they're going to finally make this fight with her and Salazar a 3-minute round. So good for her. It's good to see that with women's boxing, with all the talented athletes we do have in women's boxing, that we're going to have finally 3-minute rounds. Because I watch the women's fight sometimes, and they're very entertaining. Sometimes they're more entertaining than the guy fights. Like I remember watching the Andre Ward Kovalev fight in the Clarissa Shields Francine Cruz fight. That was like probably the most entertaining fight on the card, excluding the main event, because it definitely was better than the Maurice Hooker Perez fight, in my opinion, because Maurice Hooker wasn't doing anything for the first half of the fight. But here's what Nicola Adams had to say in regards to that. Here's what she said. She said, I quote, "You just need that extra minute. You're learning all these new things in the gym, and you can't try them out in 2 minutes. I have 2 minutes to find my rhythm, distance, and take out my opponent. It's not enough time. I found by the end of the rounds that I needed a couple more seconds and it would be over. Now we have 3 minutes and I'm able to relax more, establish my jab, find the rhythm properly, and really get in the swing of things." So that's what it is. She's very excited about it, as she should be. And we always say, oh well, and I know a lot of people aren't. I know women's boxing is not everybody's cup of tea, and I understand, because it's weird to see the woman get punched in the face. I get it, but there are some talented women's fighters, and I feel like if you want to properly showcase these top A-level fighters, like a Katie Taylor, like a Clarissa Shields, you're gonna need to put them in somewhat of the same conditions as the male fighters, which is obviously 3-minute rounds. So that's good to hear. Hopefully, it produces more knockouts, more entertaining fights, and we can get to a position where women's boxing is in a better place. Because I've always said this with the UFC. Like UFC's been successful because the sport as a whole is succeeding. You have the women's fighters like Holly Holm, Ronda Rousey, Miesha Tate, Cyborg. These are all household names, and the UFC has benefited off that. Now, boxing is a different audience. It's a different, group of people. But I'm saying, still a lot of talented women's fighters from different parts of the world. You have Katie Taylor from Ireland, Clarissa Shields from America, Sneesa Estrada's American, Nicola Adams is from England. So there's plenty of talent out there and plenty of marketable women's fighters. I just think, like I said, it's about putting the right fights together and putting them and just building the names up, putting them on big cards, on the undercards, so that people are familiarize themselves with these talented women's fighters, and then getting to a place where, like Lou DiBella said, we can have maybe an all women's card in the future. But I think we're still quite a ways from that, but we're getting closer and closer. So hopefully we get to a point where women's boxing is, I don't think it's ever going to take over the male part of boxing, but I want to see the top women's fighters get their just due. So if you're a Katie Taylor, if you're a Clarissa Shields, if you're even a Sneesa Estrada, if you're Marlena Esparza, if you're someone towards the top of women's boxing, skill-wise and as far as marketability as well, you should get a chance to really showcase your skills, and that's all I want to see. So big ups to Nicola Adams. 3-minute rounds finally coming to women's boxing. May 13th in Yorkshire, England. She'll be fighting Maryan Salazar. Go check that out if you're over there. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Take the time to subscribe, and you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys.